Welcome to this explainer on the SuperCloud Composer. Today, we're taking the complex task of managing a massive data center and turning it into a highly intuitive, completely visual process. We're going to be focusing on the admin module of the SuperCloud Composer, specifically looking at Release 3.12.0. If you're an IT manager or a data center administrator, you already know that keeping your system secure, compliant, and totally organized is your absolute top priority for mitigating operational risks. So we're going to break down exactly how this interface allows you to master the basics and effortlessly control the entire user lifecycle.
Here is a quick look at the agenda for our tour today. Number 1, welcome to SuperCloud Composer. Number 2, decoding the interface icons. Number 3, navigating warning tooltips. Number 4, accessing user management. And finally, number 5, the user lifecycle.
Let's kick things off with Section 1. Welcome to SuperCloud Composer, the command center for data center administration.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The SuperCloud Composer, or SEC, is really the ultimate tool for bringing order to your data center operations. The admin module we're looking at is designed specifically for application administrators to manage data segregation and system access. Think of it as your central hub. It's where you establish the rules of engagement for literally anyone touching your infrastructure, which is absolutely crucial for ensuring maximum workflow efficiency and security.
So, how does this system actually handle security? Well, it all comes down to Role-Based Access Control, or RBAC. Accountability, governance, and compliance are huge factors when you're deciding what kind of roles to hand out to your data center operatives. As a global admin, your responsibility is to assign these predefined roles whenever you create a new account. These roles dictate exactly what tasks an operative can perform. It ensures that everyone has the access they need to do their job, but absolutely nothing more. This is exactly how you maintain strict compliance and accountability across the board. Moving right along to Section 2, decoding the interface icons, learning the visual language of SCC.
The real beauty of this UI design is just how straightforward it actually is. When you're in your object list, you'll be relying on a set of core icons to get things done. First up, the two essential action icons. The plus sign, that's your universal symbol for adding, whether you're adding new users or new policies. Right next to it is the pencil icon. You're going to click that anytime you need to edit an existing user profile or role. Simple, right?
Now, contrasting with our action icons, we have our restrictive actions. The slashed circle icon is what you'll use to temporarily disable an account. Say, for example, an operative goes on extended leave, or maybe they're under review. The trash can icon, on the other hand, is a permanent action used for deleting inactive users entirely. You really want to make sure you differentiate these visual cues because one just hits pause on access while the other completely wipes the record from your system to minimize security risks.
Over on the top right side of the object list, you've got your utility icons. There's a circular arrow for reload, which lets you refresh the content so you always have the most up-to-date view. Next to that is the eye icon for display, letting you adjust what content is currently visible on your screen. And finally, you have the magnifying glass. That's your search function, which opens up report filters so you can narrow down your search, manage table sorting, and even resize your columns to drill down into really specific data.
All right, Section 3. Navigating warning tooltips, proactive error prevention.
This is where the interface basically turns into a proactive superpower. These tooltips brilliantly illustrate how the system actively guides you. Let's say you're trying to add a new user by clicking the plus icon, but you accidentally left a checkbox selected in the list below. Boom, a dark gray tooltip instantly pops up saying, "Do not select any file." The interface gives you immediate visual feedback to stop you in your tracks, making sure you follow the correct workflow logic before you can make a mistake.
These individual warnings actually build into a really strict if-then framework. If you try to add a user while a box is checked, you get the "Do not select any file" warning. If you try to use the edit pencil while selecting more than one user, it catches you with a "Selected multi-nodes" warning because, you guessed it, you can't edit multiple users at once. Try to edit the core admin user, it firmly tells you admin cannot be modified. And lastly, if you try to edit multiple roles at once, it throws the "Selected multiple roles" warning. The system is literally enforcing its own governance through these tooltips.
Let's head into Section 4, accessing user management, the operations command center.
To actually get into the core database, your daily gateway is the data browser over on the left-hand navigation view. You simply click into User Management and then click on Users right below it. This click path right here, this is how you'll be managing your team's access day in and day out.
Once you're inside the users list, you'll immediately notice two primary tabs that segregate your workforce:
The Active tab shows all the users who currently have live working access to the system. The Disable tab, as you might expect, displays accounts that have been frozen. Now, this is a crucial detail. Only global admin users are given access to this Disable tab. It's a highly privileged area, which ensures that standard admins can't accidentally or, maliciously reinstate revoked accounts.
When you are looking at that user list, the interface gives you a precise set of tracked data fields for every single operative. You're going to see their complete name, email address, mobile phone number, their assigned role, an optional description, and those absolutely crucial auditing timestamps that show exactly when the account was created and the last time it was updated. It gives you a crystal clear, comprehensive view of everything you need to manage on a daily basis.
Section 5. The User Lifecycle. A day in the life of a global admin.
All right, let's tie all these interface basics together by looking at a realistic scenario. Let's say you're onboarding a brand new team member. You'll navigate to your Active tab, make sure no checkboxes are ticked, and hit that plus add icon. A form pops right up for their basic details: first name, last name, email, and their assigned role. And check out this smart feature. If you accidentally type in an email that's already in the system, it actually blocks you and displays an error that the email already exists. Once everything looks good and you hit submit, the system automatically fires off a confirmation email to that new user to help them get set up.
A few months down the line, as your operative takes on more responsibilities, you might need to elevate their access. To do this, you just select the checkbox next to their username, click the pencil edit icon, and a drop-down menu pops up. This lets you choose if you want to edit their user details or their role. Clicking Role lets you modify their role-based access control on the fly, instantly updating their permissions so you don't bottleneck their workflow.
But what if an operative leaves the company, or maybe they just changed departments, and you need to revoke their access right away? You definitely do not want to delete them immediately and lose all that historical data. Instead, you select their checkbox on the Active tab and click that slashed circle Disable icon. A pop-up asks you to confirm, you click Yes, and they are instantly moved over to the disabled list. Their access is completely gone, which immediately mitigates any security risk, but their historical record stays perfectly intact.
Now, if you ever need to bring that disabled user back online, the process is just as smooth. As a global admin, you just navigate over to that restricted Disable tab, check the box next to their name, and click the circular arrows to reload or activate them. You get a clean confirmation pop-up asking, would you like to activate user below, along with their username? Just click Yes, and boom, they are right back in the Active tab.
Finally, to wrap up the life cycle, we have to talk about maintaining a clean system. If an operative has been inactive or disabled for a long time and you know for a fact their record is no longer needed, you locate them, select their checkbox, and hit that trash can delete icon. This permanently removes the record, keeping your database secure, lean, and running like a well-oiled machine. Which leaves us with this final thought. We've walked through the icons, the proactive warnings, and the entire user lifecycle. By truly understanding this visual language, you're not just clicking buttons on a screen. You are actively enforcing compliance and security for your entire organization. So ask yourself, how will mastering these visual cues and intuitive workflows transform the efficiency and security of your daily data center operations? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I hope this gives you the confidence to truly master the SuperCloud Composer.